Hi guys, this is Teacher Paji. We are still doing the conceptual framework. As you can see, it's a very big topic, especially if you want to put in attention to detail in many aspects of it. Just want to expand on the detail that is on the conceptual framework, because remember, it's not made up of one sub-segment. It's many. It's many. So we're still on the elements of financial statements, and now we're touching on the examples of expenses. Ladies and gentlemen, you need to remember this. You need to remember this. Okay, so it's your repairs and maintenance, the business. Always remember that the repairs and maintenance for the business, telephone costs. We also need to add fiber costs. Fiber or Wi-Fi costs or internet costs. So yeah, telephone is no longer, this thing with fiber. I mean, the moment you walk into a business office, you want to connect to the internet, right? Even though cell phones, what is this thing? Telephones are still used in other companies, but now there's Skype for Business. How do you like that? You don't even need the normal phone. You just use data to call. There's WhatsApp data. So, maybe I'm just thinking out loud. Maybe in a decade or two, we won't need an office phone. Who knows? Okay. Cost of sales, the cost you incur to make the sale. Insurance can be insurance on the building, insurance on, insurance is versatile and it's broad. So transfer costs or carriage costs, fuel or petrol costs, bank charges, purchases, water and electricity, salaries and wages for everyone hired by the organization, depreciation, rent expense. Rent expense also sometimes it's a lease expense, postage or courier costs, packaging, municipal expenses, that's your rates and taxes, finance costs, interest paid, that's the donations paid, also leases, rates and taxes, loss on sale or disposal of an asset, fines. This can be industry or regulatory fines, or road fines, or license fines, many things. Credit losses or bad debts, entertainment expenses, or stationery. So this is not the exhaustive list. There's still more that we didn't mention, but this is just the most popular. There's uniforms. We can add uniforms here for companies like McDonald's, where you have to wear a uniform when you're coming through for your shift. Consumables, guys, there's many. This is definitely not an exhaustive list. There is more. So I wanted us, I have a show and tell. I can't end the lesson without me having a show and tell. This is the financial statements of the National Lottery Board. So I don't play lotto for religious reasons. I don't, believe in gambling. But I was struggling to find financial statements that explain their other operating costs or administrative costs. My favorite company, Mr. Price, they just put one line. They said, and as administrative and other costs, I was like, please break it down for me. I couldn't find. But the National Lottery Board wrote a summary, like administrative expenses, employee expenses, just wrote, I think, 3 or 4 lines in their financial statements. This is page 22. I just want to show you. Yeah. You see, they just wrote unclaimed prize money. No. So the statement of financial performance. So this is a statement of profit and loss and other comprehensive income. So if you're looking at the expenditure, they just summarized it to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yes, and then they go on page 22, I think. They explain what is under expenditure in detail. For example, under allocation of grants, so that is currently allocations. So the amounts they promised to pay, there must be the liability part and there must also be the expense part. That's why you'd have allocation of grants. And then there's employee costs. Under employee costs, you've got your salaries, wages, medical aid. They've broke it down nicely for you guys. Risk benefits, management fees, provision for leave pay, provision for bonuses, goods and services. They put in advertising or marketing, That's why I said that list is not exhaustive. Audit fees, computer expenses, conference meetings, refreshments, consulting fees, distribution agency emoluments, enterprise supply development, professional fees, board member fees, rental, motor vehicles, outsourcing, refreshments, repairs and maintenance, research, small assets written off, staff training, staff welfare, subscriptions. So you can see they've got so much on their expenses: security, telephone and internet charges, travel and accommodation, trustee fees, water and electricity. So I did say that the list is not exhaustive, hey? So under administrative expenses is like trust administration fees, other expenses is movement of provisional debts, impairment. Then they've got debtors written off. Also depreciation of the network infrastructure, computer equipment, pension fitting, leasehold improvements, amortization. They split this nicely. Okay, so guys, I hope you do not struggle with the example of expenses. You did see in my show and tell for the National Lottery Board or National Lottery Commission, they wrote 7 items in the face of their statement of profit or loss and other comprehensive income, and then they went to the notes to break it down what expense item lies under. So I'm not emphasizing the format. I am emphasizing actually in real business life how expenses examples of expenses include. You saw that there was also marketing, there was research, there was, So I hope you never struggle with expenses again, examples of expenses again in your accounting life. Bye.